Ryan.
Yeah.
And we're here. Very good. It's all very regal. Welcome back. We're here at EVA 2025 Day 3. Today we're with Ryan from MDT. You're with the UK branch of the MDT?
I cover the international side of the world, so everything that's not North America.
All right, cool. So, and we were talking about the carbon fiber new chassis. We were talking about the LSS Gen 3s. And lastly, over here, we're going to be talking a little bit about the ACC Elite.
Yes.
Yes. So please, would you
start with the carbon?
Let's start from one end and go to the other.
We'll start off with this. So this is the MDT Carbon.
Right.
We launched this tail end of 2024. This is hand-laid carbon fiber over a foam core.
Right.
So the cool thing with that is no echo, no noise, but it's also, like you said, it's very dead to shoot. Carbon fiber is wonderful at absorbing and reducing vibration.
Right. With
the foam filling as well, it deadens things even further. So it is a very dead sensation to shoot.
Right.
So from the front, we have an integral carbon fiber Arca rail.
Right.
The inlet for the floor plate is standard Badger M5. This one has the MDT hunting bottom metal,
right. Very
which you can lock the magazine catch.
Ooh.
Which is useful. You're not going to drop your magazine, which nobody wants to do.
That is useful.
The V bedding blocks, magnesium V bedding block.
Right.
So you've got a great contact, great platform to bolt your custom rifle to.
Right.
Cheek piece adjusts with the thumb screws.
Right.
Easy peasy. And then at the back, to save weight, length of pull is adjusted with the spacers.
Right.
So
this is a plastic spacer? Or
yeah, polymer spacer.
All right, cool.
And then you've got QD flush cups either side,
front and
both
rear.
ends.
Right.
It's a nice sort of semi-vertical, semi-swept grip.
Yeah,
it just fits nicely.
It does.
And there's a lovely reference point for your thumb to rest on.
Definitely.
On the back.
I enjoy it. I also like the color scheme of it. That's nice and visible for hunters out and about in the woods. You want to be seen. You want to make sure that you don't get shot by accident. Have you run this Arca?
Yeah. So this is my personal stock. Right. So I have a thermal rifle that lives in this usually.
Yeah.
I've been using this 2-3 times a week since October.
Right.
So it's had 4 months of consistent hard use with Arca bipods being slid forward and back. There's no signs of wear.
You basically can't see anything on there, so that's great.
It's robust. I mean, it's a tool to be used. So
there's a little bit down here, but that's actually quite impressive that you can't see any of the Arca clamps from your. I'm guessing that you're using a SkyPod or something like that.
Yes, either a lightweight SkyPod or a ground pod.
Right. So
this right here, this is the MDT HNT 26.
Yes.
So this is available in multiple inlets.
Right. And you got the NV bridge up here.
Yes, you have a sort of semi-enclosed forend. So if you want to co-witness with a thermal, that works great. We use thermal a lot in the UK. So this is magnesium central core.
Yeah.
Carbon fiber pistol grip, carbon fiber buttstock. We do these with. You have an option of the forend. You can have it with or without an Arca rail. So you have a more traditional feel if that's what you prefer.
Right.
And this one has the folding buttstock, which folds up nice and compact to be packed.
Package.
And then it locks up and it's solid.
It is very solid.
Again, length of pull is with the spacer. And then to save weight, we have grub screws that adjust the cheek piece for cheek piece height as well.
Usually I don't move around my cheek piece on everyday use of my competition rifle or my hunting rifle. Only when I'm out shooting 22s with my son. So we move that around quite a bit. This would be great for that.
Yeah.
So, and you have I have to get used to that, the set screw up there. That's very cool.
So that's available, everything from REM 700 short and long. The cool thing with the REM 700 long action in this particular chassis is it's a CIP length magazine.
Right.
So you whack a 300 PRC in there and it becomes a really useful mountain hunting
and
tool.
For the European / Scandinavian market, of course, the T-Cup is Very, very popular.
Yeah, T3,
action.
6555.
Yeah, exactly.
We make a fantastic AICS pattern magazine.
Yeah.
So again, the Tikka long action is slightly shorter than a Remington long action.
Right.
So we do a different length magazine for that to suit the Tikka specifically.
I've been looking at quite a bit at those.
Absolutely.
So, moving on.
Yeah.
Tell us about these.
This is the LSS Gen 3. So this was a new chassis we launched at SHOT Show.
Yes.
And it's built around this central core. So the rifle, you can see we've got the action screws here. Rifle's going to go into the central core.
Right.
And then we nicknamed this the Lego chassis during development. So you then pick and choose which forend, which buttstock, which pistol grip you want, and make the rifle your own. So even have the option of how, if you've got a really short rifle, you can just run the polymer side panels and just have...
And that would be kind of reminiscent of the LSS Gen 1.
Correct.
With that very, very short front end.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have here is the competition forend.
Yeah.
So thick sidewalls, really stiff.
Right.
Built-in Arca rail, you have M-lock slots on the side.
Very cool.
And this has the XTN fitment, so you can use the same buttstock that's on the MDT ACC, which we'll get to later.
The recoil pads and so on will fit in here as well, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. And then we've dressed this one up. This one is, we've called this the tactical forend. Yeah. So
looks tactical.
Yeah. Pick rail, which will co-witness with most actions.
Yeah.
And then we've got the
AR-15 buffer tube.
Yep.
With the furniture on there that makes it nice and adjustable.
It's fully adjustable as well, however you need it.
That's really cool.
It's a great option for the AR guys.
I need to bring one of these home for my LSS Gen 1 for my son's 22. That would be really cool.
we can arrange something, I'm sure.
All right, that would be great.
Okay.
And I really like that it's, well, one of the things that I've always felt with the MDT chassis is basically that they're all, in principle, Lego chassis. Because you can customize them. And one of the things that I really like to do with my rifles is to make sure that they're customized to the person. So individuality is key for precision.
And if the rifle fits you, you're going to shoot well.
Yeah, exactly. And if it's a possible or a positive experience to shoot with the rifle, and it will be if it's set up for you, then that precision and the hunt for that little teeny group will also always be better.
Exactly, and that's what keeps us coming back.
It really is, and it's a great feeling to make that little tiny group.
Absolutely, I know this caught your eye earlier.
It did. I really love the wood furniture on this.
So this is the MDT XRS with the walnut furniture. So we do this. Obviously, the XRS comes with a swept grip and a vertical grip in the box. We have the wood furniture available with a vertical or a swept grip as well. Right. And it just, like we were saying about customizing, you can really make the chassis your own. If you're a wood guy, it's nice to hold wood. It's a very tactile substance. It really is. And it's lovely to have that on the touch points.
And it also gives you the option to, well, especially in cold weather and in Scandinavia, we often have really cold, really wet, very damp weather. So wood is really a great material for that kind of weather because it always stays warm. Basically, it doesn't take that long. It doesn't take that long to heat up. So it's a positive feel to use.
It's nice if you have a contact point on the chassis or on your rifle. It should be comfortable for you.
Yeah, exactly. This is rather heavy, and I'm guessing that most of that weight is in the back here.
So yeah, this has a full length aluminium spine effectively, so it comes all the way back. So the great thing with the XRS chassis is that it's incredibly durable and robust. Right. And this comes in right at the middle of our range as a wonderful do everything rifle stock / chassis. I
love the look of these as well. These are really great.
Yeah, it's a lovely one to shoot.
Let's move on to the crown jewel, as you've so particularly placed it.
Absolutely. So
this is great.
This is the ACC Elite.
This is great.
So if we start at the front and we'll work our way down. So we've got a really thick, stiff, beefed up forend.
Very much so.
Everything on the chassis has been done around making it as stiff as possible and making it be the best pure chassis that we can make. So we've got a thick forend with the option to have control bridges or a night vision bridge, however you want to cut it. M-lock on the bottom, M-lock all the way down the side to add weights.
Very cool.
In the box, you're going to have the grip tape, which will allow it to sit on the bag easier for PRS.
Definitely. I use grip tape off a skateboard.
Yeah.
This is great to see that this is also starting to come into the industry as a standard.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really like that.
Absolutely. And then you've got an aggressive barricade stop.
90-degree barricade stop.
Yep.
Very cool. Very cool.
A cool feature on the ACC Elite, depending on your magazines, your actions, what magazines you want to use.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It has adjustable magazine catch.
Right.
And I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, but these white dials in here, that's to adjust how the magazine fits in the magwell.
So you can get those that stick out a little bit more to make sure that your magazine is fit snug into that well.
Exactly. So, for shooting 22s, they need to feed perfectly because there's no forgiveness with that soft lead bullet.
Not at all.
But also, if you want to shoot any full bore AW magazines, just adjust the mag catch to suit, and away you go.
That is super cool.
So there's a thumb shelf as well for you to rest your thumb on.
Ambi thumb shelf as well.
Yeah, or you can add. A lot of the guys are using their timers on the offside.
Right.
Because you just put your thumb through and press it to start, which is great.
Makes sense.
So then we have the Elite pistol grip, which is adjustable fore and aft and also for angle. So you can tune it, like you were saying about getting those small groups. Give yourself every possible advantage.
So you can adjust this, loosen these up, and adjust that forward and backward.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So the buttstock is the XTN interface. We have this connector bar, which again is for stiffness to make everything as solid as possible.
Exactly. But you can take that off if you want to.
If you wanted to, you could. And then again, for stiffness and weight, you have the spacer here. So that'll be set up. That would probably then be about the right kind of length of pull for you or I.
Probably, yeah.
And
we're big guys. We need big guns.
Absolutely. So cheek piece is removable, and that reveals a couple of Allen keys here.
And a torque screw.
So you've got the 1/8 Allen key to adjust all the M-lock, and then you have the little T8 for the magazine catch.
That's great that's included in the box and included in the chassis, so you never lose them.
Absolutely. If you need it, it's where you want it.
It is. And this is the ACC Gen 2?
Yes, this is the Premier Gen 2. And this sort of builds on a lot of the successes of the Elite. So enclosed, machined in end cap. You see here it's threaded, so you have the option to add weight. You can also add the same control bridges, NV bridge, whatever you need to cover the barrel. And this has a deliberately shorter forend as well. Designed with a rimfire shooter in mind.
I was just about to say that is reminiscent of the short barrel from a rimfire.
Yeah, I mean this in a CZ with a CZ 457 has become very popular for rimfire shooters.
Setup, also a precise setup out to 100, 200, even 300 meters.
Easy,
which is great.
CZ's an awesome rifle.
Yeah.
So then you have another aggressive barricade stop, flared magazine well. It's a non-adjustable magazine catch, although we sell an adjustable one should you wish to upgrade it.
That's interchangeable.
Yep. Yeah. This has the Premier vertical grip, which is slightly narrower. Again, thinking of rimfire shooters like you were saying with your son's 22. He's going to have smaller hands than we have, and he'll be able to get on that easier.
And I can also adjust this so I can make this shorter. Also, because he's not that big. I don't know if I'm allowed to say how old he is, so I'm not going to. But he's 5.
Yeah. So he's not going to need all these spaces in.
No, exactly. So we can just take those out, and that would fit his hand and his build a lot better.
Absolutely.
So,
and the reason, quite deliberately, that these aren't quick adjust is to save weight at the back. Going back to rimfires, short barrels, lighter at the front. Having less weight at the back helps to balance the rifle better. That makes so much sense.
That makes so much sense. All right, if you're up for it, I'd also like to just swing around and look at the CKYE-PODs. You guys have so much stuff that I'd like to talk about and like to look at.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's take a wander to the CKYE-PODs.
The CKYE-PODs on the other side here.
Yeah.
Have become in PRS
the go-to.
The go-to.
So for the guys that are watching that aren't familiar with the CKYE-POD, this is it. This has the BTC head on, which will fit Picatinny rail and Arca rail. And it just adjusts with the screw at the side. And also on the back, you'll see we have these lobes. And these buttons. Press the buttons, and the legs are independently adjustable to suit, and they can come out at 45 degrees.
These are super cool.
The cool thing is how quick they are to adjust.
Yes, very much so.
So, you know, if you need slightly more height, you just bring the leg in.
Exactly.
Cant it over.
And these are the two.
Yeah, this one's the double pull.
Exactly. And also you have the extra barricade stop at the back.
Yeah, if you need to, so again, going back to rim fires, if you need some weight on the front of your rifle, that's great. And this allows you just something to pull back on.
Exactly.
Sometimes you don't need to load the bipod.
No. Sometimes
you can pull backwards,
I know. And,
that'll steady up a wobbly barricade.
Yeah, exactly. And I also really like that you have the spikes on there. Mm-hmm. You have interchangeable feet for them as well?
Of course, yeah. So you can pop these out.
Yeah.
There's a vast range of feet that are made to suit the CKYE-PODs, double pull, triple pull. We have some due out later this year as well, which there's an exclusive for you.
And we have, you have a what now later?
We have some interchangeable feet due out later this year.
Really?
Yeah, it's not common knowledge yet, so.
Well, we're going to have to get that out there quickly.
Yeah. So
this is the triple pull. And this is actually big enough for me to use it in a kneel with a hunting rifle.
Yep.
That would actually be, quite an easy shot from a hunting rifle.
And now NRL Hunter's becoming a thing across Europe. We've got it in France and then in the UK.
Yeah.
Triple pull CKYE-POD with tripod rear makes a very quick, stable, improvised shooting position.
So.
And it's going to get you over a lot of obstacles that are in front of you.
I'm going to have to bring one of these home too. Actually, the double pull would probably be more suitable for what I
think the double pull is perhaps the most versatile.
Yeah, I think so too, because it can get, so this is very long. Yep. As standard. So if I'm using a rifle for example, 100-meter range, then this would be too high. But then of course you can just load it out longer out, so you can get a lower center of gravity for your rifle. But the double pull would probably be the one that would be most usable for the setup that we're doing.
Absolutely.
And I was hoping that we're doing a six series or a 6-episode series on how to create a really high-end PRS style rifle.
Yeah.
We're starting with I'm not going to say the most crap rifle I can find out of the box. I'm not going to tell you which one it is just yet. We're going to have to wait and see. And I was hoping to kit it out fully in MDT furniture. I've been talking to Brownells Europe.
Yeah.
I've been talking to Levke from Ryan Charlton.
Yep.
And I'm hoping that we can get a full custom build going and a really cool PRS style competition rifle that can also do ELR.
And then come over shoot a PRS match in the UK with us.
I would love to. Do you have any ELR matches in the UK?
I'm sure
there's a guy down in Essex that does ELR. He has a 1,600-meter range. His personal 1,600-meter range.
Okay.
We're going to have to to talk about that as well.
Yeah, I'm sure we can.
That'd be great. So
probably won't appreciate us naming names.
We'll see. So thank you so much for joining us today, and I'm looking forward to a hopefully very good collaboration between ELR-Precision
We'll get it
and MDT.